That's
Oh
why I
yeah.
was asking you what your intention was, because like I just don't like when people say that some like one tragedy is more important than another, because
And I'm not saying that,
yeah.
Keyline. I never have said that. I'm saying they're all important and they all need to be remembered.
Exactly. Okay, so, but I want to say, like, I really do enjoy your videos. I just wondered, I was like, this is a little bit different than what I see on his page. I'm wondering what was going on. But it kind of is similar to yesterday I saw live where this ex-Christian, he was on live, and it was kind of funny too, because he had like a bunch of demonic symbols in the background, and he's like, I'm just
All right. Anyway, what's up, Katie Joe? What's going on? What's up,
Okay,
Katie
I
Johnson?
have a lot to say about this. I wish you would have stayed in this. I was born on 9/11. I'm also Native American, so I know
What
both
tribe?
standpoints.
What tribe?
Cheyenne River Sioux tribe. Cheyenne River.
So you're mini Columbia. Are you enrolled or are you just a descendant?
Yes, I am an enrolled member. I am.
Awesome. Cool.
I am
Go ahead.
legit Native American. My mom's full. So my mom is a residential school survivor. So is my grandmother. So I get firsthand experience of what our ancestors went through. I've also seen the planes, the towers, everything, because I'm in a book, because I was born on 9/11.
You muted yourself.
The difference between both of them, 11, 100% was done by the U.S.
I don't know what's going on with your phone, but you're like echoing super bad. I don't know what's going on with your phone. You're like echoing super bad.
I know, I don't know.
if you
Hey, I'll drop you.
minimize,
I'll drop you and then come back up. Katie, I'll drop you and you come back up. There you go. But yeah, so I don't know. Listen, guys, that girl she was going on a tangent, man, and I had to keep it on the conversation of the topic. So it's that simple. Damn, we got 19 requests right now. Holy smokes, man. Where's she at? She didn't request. What was her name? Katie Johnson? Okay, Katie Johnson, you're back. Lip injections? Do I have lip injections? What? Bro, these are natural lips, man. These were lips that the creator gifted me at birth. So I never have gotten lip injections. You know, it's fucking crazy. And people are going to start thinking my hair is a wig. You're wearing a wig, bro. It's like, what? Anyway. Yeah. Go ahead, Katie.
I just think honestly the racism really shows when obviously
yeah,
bring up
yeah.
any Native American thing. Anytime I talk about my Native American culture, every single time it's instantly you're a dirty Native, you're this, you guys need to stop crying. Well, we're still fighting to this day. We literally just fought ICWA and barely got it not passed again. And that's exactly what sent our parents and our grandparents to residential schooling where they were killed. Like my mom watched her sister die in that school because she was sick and they chose not to call my grandma and she died there. And in the US or for 9/11.
Yo, hold on. Someone hashtagged victim. All right, so me having this picture behind me and you being offended by that, isn't that the same thing that you're calling us? Right?
Exactly.
Isn't that the same thing that you're calling us by pointing out your your sensitive parts of your culture? Like you're literally having a victim mentality in my chats right now. But anyway, that's simple.
And
Go ahead.
that's considered a projection. People who do that, which a lot of us talk in projections all the time, but just so anyone in the chat is wondering, there is a term for it, and it is called projection.
Yo, people are gonna start calling me a misogynist soon because I keep reiterating my viewpoint in my live. It's crazy. Apparently, I've been interrupting, and I'm super rude for just dropping people who are trying to derail the conversation. All right, listen, we're talking about the goal at hand on this day, which is raising awareness for people to look at themselves and understand. You know what I mean? Like, come on, dude, it's that simple. But go ahead, Katie.
I just think it's a bunch of hypocrites, honestly, at this point. I'm honestly, like, and it's sad to say, but it's the same I saw with black people, too. Like, especially the N-word, I've noticed a lot, too. Like, my entire childhood, I was a prairie dad. I'm not going to say it because obviously I can't, but I was a prairie.
Yeah, don't say it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not going to, but I was. That's what I got called as a kid. It's just, today's society is dumb. People are hypocritical and don't realize that almost all races went through something horrific, but then they just still tell you to shut the fuck up about it.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah, man. Oh yeah, and I don't know. It's awesome, man. I'm gonna say it's awesome that we get to see a lot of the R-word comments that are going by. You know what I mean? It's that simple. But listen, Katie, I appreciate your opinion. You got anything else you want to say?
No, I mean, just the factor of the people that try to say they know us. 28 states don't even mention Native American history at all in K through 12. And the 78%, or the 32 states that do, 78% of them don't mention anything after the 1900s because what the fuck they did to us. So people try to say they know Native American history, they don't.
Well, I appreciate you, Katie. Thank you for coming up.
I think your standpoint is very, very well. Very, very well. You have a good day, and it was nice to meet another fellow. So
you have a good day. Peace. Ellen Mayo, someone said, what are we doing here? We're just vibing, man. We're just vibing with the picture behind us, you know? Just vibing. Should I put on some music or what? No, this is probably one of the most controversial topics that a Native dude could talk about, simply because everybody's going to be up in arms like, oh my God, you're so insensitive. And it's like, bro, this happened, you know, and like, we can talk about it. Like, you know. But yeah, yo, man, we've had 40,000 people coming here. Smash that like button, man. Smash that like button and share the live. All right. Smash that like button and share the live. We're going to go ahead and do this. I'll probably lose some viewers, but I really don't care. We're going to need to get up to 150K. Okay. We're going to get up to 150K and we'll kick the comments back on. All right. But for now, I'm going to give you my interpretation of you know, history. So listen, this is the big, now that I'm sure you're all wondering why I've gathered you here, right? You're all wondering why I've gathered you here. And this is the reason. This is the reason I put this picture up. This is the reason I chose this day to have a live to talk about this shit. All right. So in today's world, everybody is walking around with this viewpoint that they think is true. They think is, you know, they think is the most important. Everybody wants their opinion to be heard. Everybody's so offended in today's world, right? So this is a thing that happened in America. It happened to American people. What is an American? Is there such thing as an American? Is there really such thing as an American? It really depends on who you ask. It really depends on who you look at or how you look at it, right? So for us as indigenous people, we've been here for millennials. We've been here since the creation of time, right? And what happened here was very, very unjust towards us and our people, because simply why? We allowed for the immigrants who came to live on our land. We shared the land with them. We taught them how to grow crops. We gave them medicines. We showed them how to hunt. We showed them how to create a way of life in which they could utilize. Later on down the road, we helped them free themselves from Great Britain, right? So we've given and given and given to American culture and American civilization, to the Constitution, through certain legality structures, through certain political organizations, through age-based societies, right? Your whole police system, your whole public servant spectrum is based off of a rank, right? And that rank was Native American beliefs and cultural understandings, society ideologies. The problem with people today is this: you have a white supremacist ideology in which you've been ingrained in from the public school system that allows you to have a lack of empathy for others. What does that mean? That means that you can't collect on an interpersonal level or even a personal level based off somebody's, because you have a outlandish viewpoint straight out the gate towards their ethnicity or towards their origin, right? And so being that, you know, you have that understanding, you can't simply relate to anybody because you place yourself above them, you see? And why is that? Everybody in North America was once indigenous to somewhere. You just got to look back how far long ago you got colonized. And there's something there that's lacking, is the spirit. It's the connection to the natural world. It's the connection to all human beings on an intellectual and a conscious level, a spiritual level, in which you can listen without needing to make your opinion known because you're triggered, right? So my goal for this live was simply to spark conversation for people, right? Simply to spark conversation for people to be able to say, hey, what's going on in today's world? Why am I so upset that this native dude has a picture of this in his background? Why do I need to make my opinion known? Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to demean him in the comments? Why do I need to demean his history and our history as America as a whole? Because my history is your history too, whether you want to believe that or not. Right? When did you come here? When did your family get on a boat and come across the oceans? That's what's the questions you should be asking yourself. Why did we flee our lands to come to a better place known as America to live and establish ourselves? Right? Why? That's the question I want you to ask, to learn a little bit about yourself, because not everybody's going to want to learn about who they are. They're not going to want to learn about their identity structure. They're not going to want to learn about what it is that makes them who they are, right? And what happens there when you start learning those things is fucking beautiful. You establish an identity, and then you can start reaching people on an empathetic level to say, hey, listen, I understand. Then you can listen to listen and not listen to respond. That's the problem with most people in today's world. They listen to respond. They listen to respond to issues and topics rather than just listen to become educated and aware. Because you've been ingrained by YT supremacy and YT ideologies, right, through the public education spectrum or the private education spectrum, and you're not taught the real history of what happened here in North America. It's that simple, man. But with that, we're going to turn the comments back on. Y'all got us up to 150K. I didn't even see that stuff. But here we are, man. We're going to kick the comments back on. And there we go. I guess we'll open up the live for more people to come in and say what they got to say. Okay, what's up, AJ? You're the first one I'm going to let back up. Warrior, bro. Listen, I'm not modern warrior simply because I don't call people colonizers. That's not my forte. I look at everybody as a relative, whether you're, on the opposite side of the color spectrum, that's more leaning towards the color of a cloud, or the, darker side of the color spectrum. So I try to look at people as relatives. I don't look at people as colonizers. I'll probably never call anybody a colonizer unless they have colonizer, behaviors. So that's what I believe. But go ahead, AJ.
I just wanted to say something real quick. I'm the one who said LMAO because this was funny. As soon as I saw Native Man and I saw this picture, I was like, oh, it is 9/11. I just want to say how a lot of times, a lot of Americans like to make 9/11 jokes because we're just deranged like that. But like you specifically doing it, I think that says enough, because there is more to say there. And that's why people get offended, because then it gets quote unquote woke or political or whatever. But I'm going to let somebody else get up here. I just wanted to say you're funny for that.
Well, I appreciate you. You understand that I'm trolling, right? I'm trolling to spark conversation for people to be more educated and aware. So that's literally what I'm doing. I'm bringing a bridge to a cultural disconnect that we have, and hopefully people can understand that by the time this live's over. So. Super. All right, man. We're gonna go out based off of pictures. We're gonna look at something. Let's see. He looks like he's opposition.
Hey, bud, how you doing today?
I'm good, bud. What's going on, bud?
So whatever you have on is extremely my number one topic. I am a disabled veteran. In 2001, I seen what you see behind you, and I believed fully in it. So I come from a background who is actually a person was born in Babylon, which I have a religious background, meaning I grew up as a, say, Muslim. And when I seen that, I wanted nothing, and I mean nothing, but to help out in every kind of way to help out the U.S. Now, picture this out. In 1991, during the Gulf War, we as the U.S. went inside into Iraq, right? I was 7 years old. I lived through that. I saw the white phosphorus and everything coming down. Okay, that was not CGI. Now, I could tell you what is CGI. CGI is what's behind you, the CGI, that the fact that there was no evidence of any kind of a plane except for the tires that they put in there and a few passports, right? But I don't want to really monologue on this. What I'm actually trying to say is that what you're doing is 100% brilliant, and that is satire fire, is what I call it. If you go to my channel or my page,
bro.
yep.
A lot of people don't know that this is cognitive dissonance on another level.
100%. That is the exact word that you took out of my mind, and I'm sorry to cut you off because you are the host. I wish that you come to our channels. We don't have near as much followers. I only opened my channel about a month and a half, 2 months ago, and that is because I had a stroke last year and I got paralyzed. I nearly died. But I got to be honest with you. From that moment and on, I wanted nothing more just to speak about the truth and bring people to awareness. Now, like I told you before, I literally got blown up 5 times in Iraq for this. I was part of the Department of Defense. I worked from 2004 till 2006. I was in 2V beds, which is vehicle-borne IED. It's where a suicide bomber gets close to your vehicles and detonate. I've seen those people's eyes, literally both of those, and each one happened. One happened after 10 days or 7 days I got there. The second one was a month later. Now, and then I had 3 IEDs later on. But what I'm also trying to say is for the people that still got those fingers in their ears, to take them out, clean up their wax a little bit, and go do some search it. And you know what a search is? Is the people that go do Google search when Google is not even 20 years old. Google was in an invention or in beta around 1998, or even say well established, but they didn't go IPO till 2004. I was overseas at that time. I literally just said that, and I was gonna actually invest in it because at that time I had 150 grand in my pocket. Now, that's been said. I am sorry. I wanted to only take 2 minutes, but I really got an interesting point. If the people are still, I'm sorry, if there's sheeple are still being sheeple, all they got to do is go to their Google search and they could find out there's a general that he had, I can't remember the interview and I can't remember the name of the general, where he was talking about how were they going to take 7 countries. And when he was talking about the 9/11, go ahead, sorry. Okay, so when he was talking about the, okay, so when he was talking about the 9/11, I'm gonna put that video for that general in my channel. So hopefully we'll have other times to chat. But anyways, he was talking about when they were gonna go to inside Iraq. This was right before the 9/11, before all that happened. And he's like, it's worse than that. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, I just got a paper from the upper staff, meaning the echelon or higher, right? And he was talking about that we're going to take 7 countries. Have you heard of the Arab Spring? Did you know what happened? Okay, so the Arab Spring is where literally 7 countries or so that got taken over by their people, like a coup, like Libya. You've heard of Libya, right? What happened to Muammar? Yeah. What happened to Muammar Gaddafi? He was the leader back then, wasn't he? So he's not there anymore. Yeah. So that was out, right? So you got what other countries? They try to take the Bashar al-Assad, right? I can't elaborate too much, but I'll put you that on the Google search. It's literally 7 countries. They went and did the what they call Arab Spring. If you go Arab Spring, you'll see, including even Egypt, was changed from Mubarak to Morsi and then to Sisi. Okay? So this goes, deception is the number one thing that we are in. This has to do with what you are living in. What we're living in is extremely biblical. I don't know really where to start on any of these levels, and I don't want to monologue too much. You look like you're having a hard time hearing me. Is that what it is?
No, I'm listening.
Oh, okay. Because I could go inside if it's.
No, you're good. You're good. Oh, damn, he got removed for violations. Damn, he got removed. Somebody reported him. Okay, what's up, Amanda?
Hi. So I just wanted to kind of come on here. I've been watching your live for a little while now, and I just wanted to say that I have a lot of respect for everything that you've said during your live. So thank you for that. I guess what I really want to know, because my family, we moved here from Ireland and Scotland. That's mostly what my family is. And so you're right. Not everybody from America is actually like we're all Americans, but we all came from somewhere. And so, I live in North Dakota, and there's a lot of, Native American presence here in North Dakota. And there was people talking about, there's still girls going missing and things like that. What would someone like myself be able to do to help, Native Americans and kind of, and I don't know if that's the right way to kind of put it out there.
Well, listen, I don't know that there's much that you could do. Just being a single person, that's why, I try to host lives where I challenge people's perspectives, because for the most part, people are going to see this picture behind me and they're going to say, how dare you talk about that? This should be revered. This should be held to the place of solace. And I get that, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I think the best thing that you could do is educate yourself, become more culturally sensitive, become more empathetic, and I mean, when you see those groups of individuals from North Dakota going out and protesting within public or state land, go protest with them. You as a YT woman, if you were standing in solidarity with Native peoples, I think that speaks volumes as to what's going on outside of our reservation systems and within our reservation systems. So that's just my belief, and that's the best way that you could do that is standing in solidarity with us is what I believe, and I'm pretty sure there's people on this live that could have better viewpoints to help you out in that sense, but just from my perspective, that's that, other than outside of yourself, that's all you pretty much could do. So.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I took, in college, I took a Native American, history class, and it was based, just solely on Native American history. And some of the stuff that I read in there was it was awful. I mean, it's very, disheartening. It's very hard that, the Native Americans had to go through any of this. And so I want to help just the human race, not just, because I don't really know where I was going with all of that. I just kind of want to be a better person at the end of the day.
I got you. Well, I appreciate you, Amanda. Thank you for your question, and thank you for your opinion. Thank you for your words of support. I appreciate you for coming up. Is there anything else you want to say to people before you drop down?
No, thank you for your time.
Of course. Peace. What's up?